See, that's what.
I like it. Bodies of charity workers littering the streets. The roads will run red with blood.
Dave. Yeah, that's kind of because I watched that a while ago. I don't remember what year it aired, but I remember watching it like middle school, high school era, and finding it hilarious. I always thought that's what Scott was shooting for.
Hello, I'm covered in syrup.
I don't care who the IRS sends. I'm not paying taxes.
He puts a shark into the water. He's like, go eat the children.
I think Dave might be more chaotic than what Scott would want Phil to be, but then again, Scott's just the director. It's up to us to mold the characters.
Who's Dave?
Dave. You know Dave.
Oh, Dave!
You know, in my mind, all these years, I thought his name was Dave, and then I realized that the show's named after him.
The show is named Dan.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of this. This is part of the lore.
I had so much internal debate right then. It's like, do I yes and this and keep going, or do I put a stop? Do I stick my foot down?
Now you see, my entire career is based off of me saying things with full confidence, not knowing if they're right or wrong, and people just kind of believing me. Like, I had someone convinced that Mike Wazowski was purple. It took them 3 weeks to question it. 3 weeks. We talked about it on like a bi-daily basis. I don't know if it's worth going to college.
I never thought it was, and nobody that I've talked to that's gone has said that it was.
Yeah, Scott was in the same boat with us until he went to college, and I don't know what boat he's still in. Maybe we'll talk about this whenever, the episode actually starts.
Yeah.
Because, like, all of my years at FedEx, I talk to the drivers every day. I know which ones went to college, I know which ones didn't go to college, and only one of the 35 people I've talked to there were pursuing something after they graduated for their degree. And he became a teacher over in Cleveland somewhere.
Oh, he was an English major.
No.
Oh.
Which is weird, right? It's weird that Scott wants to be a teacher.
English major means
yeah,
teacher.
Obviously. But yeah, he was a cool guy. I learned that his name was Craig. I don't remember what his last name was, but he went to the school that was rivals with our flag football team. But he played basketball, so like we didn't really have that like deep-seated hatred for each other until like we worked with each other for 2 months without knowing that we knew each other. But like I've casted him playing basketball. And he's talked to me prior to working at FedEx, but like we were in the same truck day in, day out 2 months before we found out we actually knew each other.
Then the blood began to spill.
Yeah, and then he started to like quit. Because that's when his teaching job in Cleveland started. Yeah. Do I add text inside of our little Discord bubbles for our names?
I don't know, do we?
I don't know. So the external hard drive I have all of the PoDumb stuff on. I don't remember which one it is. I really am lazy currently, and I don't want to go dig through the drawers because I have 6 possible external hard drives that are on. And in the 7th one that's plugged in my computer does not have any of it on it, which I thought it did. So I've just slowly been like rebuilding the scene for the YouTube video.
Then you talk.
I don't know what's in the episode yet.
Oh yeah. I just woke up from a nap.
All right, so I'm just gonna put my name in my bubble, and you guys can do whatever.
What? I have to work? What is this?
What?
Is this a partnership?
No. Well, no.
No?
Probably not. Rather.
No, this is a religious oligarchy.
Oh.
I know
guess to be- Oh, yeah.
Wait, isn't that the place that you go and like you order food and like
That's
What?
Ollie's.
you know?
That's Ollie's with the guy with the mustache.
No, that's Ollie's. I'm thinking of the place that you go and you like order the food and like, you know.
Arby's?
No, they have the meats. I'm talking about the place where you go and like you order the food and like, you know.
Olive Garden?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh!
Actually, yeah. There you go.
Okay, now that I combine, okay, now I get it.
I don't get it.
All right, welcome to the PoDumb, everybody. That was our best intro yet. Gonna put it out there. What episode is this? All right, we're on episode 23.
We're at episode 1. Remember, we're starting over.
Oh yeah, well, this is the first time we're ever recording this show. I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is episode 1.
This is the first time we've ever met, actually.
Yeah, I don't even know what these guys' names were before today.
We're
honestly.
all referred to each other through a temp agency.
Yeah, that's Swing Daddy 1. That's Swing Daddy the other one. And welcome to the PoDumb.
I'm the other one.
No, but like, all right. So I need you guys to record your audio separately so I can like make sure everything's like equalized and whatever.
Well, hang on. I'm setting up my mic.
Say, where you had it yesterday it should be all right.
Oh, you want me to just use my headset? I was going to use the other one.
I mean, whichever.
I thought you said my headset sounded bad once you got it recorded.
I mean, if it's inside of your mouth, I mean, you know.
No. First of all, rude.
Second of all, factual.
Okay.
And I don't have any soda for this one.
You're sick.
No.
You shouldn't have any.
That's why I'm sick. I haven't had any for the last 3 days. I'm going through withdrawals, Scott.
No, I hate Scott, not to be that guy, but I understand where he's coming from.
Oh my gosh. See, this is why I don't drink this stuff, because I don't like being dependent on chemicals.
Oh, so you're a smoker.
Yeah, exactly.
Hang on, let me do the math real quick.
This is a callback to a conversation you weren't part of.
Right?
On a daily basis for Mountain Dew alone, I intake 78 grams of sugar, and I haven't been substituting that with anything else. And
Okay, that I cannot sympathize with.
That is what I'm blaming it on.
The absence of that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because the only thing I've been eating, because normally, you know, I have sandwich, you know, I wait a little bit. I drink a Mountain Dew, I wait a little bit. I have another sandwich, I wait a little bit. Maybe a quesadilla along the way. Those are pretty easy to make. They're pretty great. They're one of the best foods. If banana bread didn't exist, quesadillas would be like right there with the best of them. However, banana bread does exist, and that is the best food objectively ever. And so like as going through the day, like I eat a little bit Mountain Dew, eat a little bit Mountain Dew, eat a little bit Mountain Dew, go to sleep, do it again tomorrow. That's like my diet. And now instead of that, it's I eat a little bit water, and I wait. And I wait.
Didn't you tell me that water makes you physically sick?
It does. It does. But we don't have anything else in this house. It's like the medieval times.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes,
Wouldn't they have mead in medieval times?
they did. Yeah, but what happens if they run out of meat? They got to drink the water.
And they die.
Yeah, exactly. I'm halfway there. I can tell you firsthand. Correct.
What was in the medieval water?
Pesticide? I don't remember.
Probably like human feces.
blue
Being honest.
tie
No,
dye.
like the disease. What was it called?
Ligma.
A new study suggests that most medieval peasants died of ligma.
What's Ligma?
Ligma ball!
Oh!
My disappointed face after I eat 21 raccoons to get a new disease so I can name it after Ligma, and the doctor says no. That was the first TikTok I opened today.
Joke's on you. His last name is Sockon.
Oh yeah, I've never had the pleasure.
Well, like, don't they usually name diseases after the last name of the doctor?
Yeah, but if I'm patient 0, I feel like I should get to have a say in it.
No.
I'm the guy with the left toe that's missing now. Like, I paid a body part for this opportunity.
Oh, don't you remember Jesus' altercation with Dr. Leprosy?
I was going to bring up leprosy. Dr. Judas Leprosy.
I'm going to go off a whim and say that Jesus didn't invent leprosy.
I mean, he's part of God, so technically, yes, he did.
Could be wrong here, but to cure disease, I think it has to exist prior to the cure, right? No? Maybe a little bit.
Are there instances where a cure for something was discovered before the actual disease was?
Probably.
They invented love before we met, Luke. Sorry.
That was a mistake. Wait, hang on. All right, we're 10 minutes into this recording.
What's the disease in that?
What's the disease?
I'm dissecting that last metaphor. Hang on.
What?
They invented love, and then we met.
So what? The disease?
So is love the cure to our friendship? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think he's saying that love is the disease. No, wait.
No.
Yeah, hang on.
Oh yeah.
Love is the cure.
I'm the disease. Is that it?
Well, it'd be like we are the disease. Love cures us together.
What was the thing that Woody Allen said once?
There's a snake in that dude?
It's Woody from Toy Story.
Yeah.
You never know what his last name is.
It was probably Alan.
No, wait, hang on. Who's hang on. I gotta alright, I can't think of it. Anyway, so Woody Allen once said, I got a fever and there ain't no cure but more cowbell. Is the more cowbell love in this case?
Walken?
Yeah, you got him. All right, so
yeah, Woody Allen.
So, who is Woody Allen, by the way?
He's a director from the 60s, 70s.
All right,
I don't know.
I thought he was a comedian. Hang on.
Well, yeah, but he was a director too.
What was he directing?
I don't know. I don't remember what any of his films are.
Do you think people in construction?
His real name is Haywood.
Haywood?
Haywood Woody Allen. Oh, I get it. Let's see. He made Annie Hall, Midnight in Paris, Manhattan, A Rainy Day in New York, Rifkin's Festival, Vicky Cristina, and Ants.
Oh, that's where I know him from. That's not a joke.
Oh no, I think he did a voice. He was the main character in Ants. I'm not sure which of these he directed and which of these he was an actor in.
So what's the difference between Ants and Bug's Life?
One's good and the other has Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, but
one's a ripoff of The Seven Samurai, the other's a ripoff of Bug's Life.
Wait. I see what you did.
A lot of Bug's Life is literally just Seven Samurai.
Is it though?
Kind of it, yeah, I think so.
All right, my query for what was he directing was a setup for a joke. I wasn't actually asking for this. I was gonna lead it into do you think that construction workers that tell cars where to go could call themselves directors and get away with it? But now the moment's passed, so
I wouldn't see why not, honestly.
Yeah, you put it on your resume. I was a director for 2 years.
What is the name of that job?
Traffic manager. I have no idea.
It's traffic something.
Traffic cone. I like the term jockey. I don't know why. That's definitely not what they are. I just like the way the word sounds.
They're TJs.
Yeah.
That's one of those like titles that sounds like a slur but isn't.
Right? Exactly. It feels
Frickin'
like
jockeys.
you're calling someone gay. That's what it feels like. That's the absence or the essence of the thing. Why is there? Those two words are very similar but very different meanings.
Gabe, did you hear Mike was a jockey?
The guy from Bug's Life? No, I don't believe you.
Is there somebody named Mike from Bug's Life?
I was thinking Mike Wazowski for some reason. I just couldn't think of the movie he was from. You see what I'm saying, Luke? If I just say something and I'm confident enough, people believe me.
Well, it helps that I've only seen Bug's Life once and did not like it.
Really?
I think it's easily like one of the worst Pixar movies.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
This, first of all, we've already talked about this on the podcast.
Have we?
As I said it, I was like, wait a minute, I've said this before.
Yeah, exactly.
I have no recollection of this because I love Bug's Life. I feel like I would remember this.
Oh.
All right, now I remember it because I remember Luke doing the impression of the circus guy. All right, welcome to the PoDumb. I don't know what episode we're on. It's been a while. It's episode 1.
Yeah.
Is it 14?
14?
Pretty sure it's episode 14.
That's what this Discord thread is called.
Ah, yes. PoDumb 14. Hello, welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, we so like answer the. Hang on. Sorry, disgusting. All right, so to answer questions, if you're watching the YouTube video, viewers love you to death. So we don't. I lost all of the assets to the show, so like you're seeing a new visuals for the first time as well as I, because I made it 5 minutes ago, and we're 19 minutes into this recording. So there's your answer to that one.
This is due to Gabe not being willing to walk 8 feet to his closet to find the hard drive.
It is 6.5, and I'm already sat here. So
I'm already sat here.
Yeah, I'm already present in the now. So like, let that one be in the past. Let this one happen currently. Anyway,
if you're wondering why you've been staring at a photo of Martha Stewart for the last 20 minutes, that's why.
Okay, Google. Martha.
She's the kitchen lady. Wait, that doesn't really clear anything up.
Dean.
That's all women.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was saying, like, I can't really say like, oh,
what? Guys should be ashamed.
All right,
was Martha Stewart the racist one, or was that Paula Deen?
I think it was Paula Deen.
Which one was racist?
Paula Deen.
Okay.
And it wasn't even that racist.
Wait,
I mean,
I'm thinking of Mitchell McCarthy.
She just screamed the N-word like 3 times in consecutive.
All right, all of us do it from time to time. Like, I don't feel like you should really out her about. Like, if they can say it, I can say it. Like, all right, I was gonna do a bit, but I'm not. I'm gonna back away from that one.
Well, so here's what I remember happening, and you guys tell me if you think this should be offensive. I believe she had some African American gentlemen working for her, and they were about our age. And as I understand it, she started referring to them in an endearing way, I believe, as my little monkeys. Now, maybe that should be offensive, but like maybe she's just old and weird and
Southern.
And you should just sweep that one under the rug.
I mean, however, if they start jumping on the bed and she calls the doctor, and the doctor says, "Shut up." Somebody might get hurt. All I'm saying. I love that neither of you caught on to it until that moment.
Oh, I caught on to it. I wanted to stay quiet because I knew if I said anything, I was going to just say, Gabe. I wasn't going to yes and that one, so I just wanted to see how long you would go with it.
Look, all I'm saying, someone might get hurt. I'm just trying to look out for the people that might be on and off the bed simultaneously at the same time. Anyway, I don't know. I don't feel like it's up to them to be offended. I'm not going to be offended for them. I'm not a white woman.
Well, let's move on.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So this is the first podcast since June 12th or whatever. It's been 3 months. 22nd. That was June 22nd. I remember it now. It was like yesterday, except yesterday was 3 months and 2 days ago. It's probably a little bit more than that, but whatever.
You're pretty close.
I could excel at math from estimations. So what have you guys been doing in the last 3 months?
Luke.
Oh, okay. Scott.
Gabe.
Oh.
Yes.
What on earth?
That was a weird bit. All right, let's move on. Let's pretend like that never happened.
Okay. So I think last time we talked, I was in the Broadway Bound show. That one ended yet? It was June. I think that one was over.
Isn't that the Shakespeare in the Park one?
Okay, yeah. Then yeah. So I was in the Shakespeare in the Park then. After that, about a month, I was just doing DoorDash stuff. Nothing really happened. And then now I'm in a new play. Like not even it's like another play that I'm doing. It's literally the play has just been written.
Oh.
And this is going to be the first time it's ever been performed.
Oh.
It's an adaptation of Frankenstein.
Oh.
I'm
very exciting.
I'm playing the twin brothers of Victor Frankenstein.
Oh.
Victor, I have not read the book, and
Victor is the guy that
seen the movie.
Victor is the main character, the one who creates the monster.
Okay.
Well, seeing the movie wouldn't help because for some reason that Gabe, shut up.
What? I know what I'm talking about. Like I'm just agreeing with you.
Okay, because that was a very like Victor.
No, like all right. So I've been really into Frankenstein for the last month. So like hearing this makes me really excited.
Okay, cool. But what I was gonna say, in the movie, for some reason, his name is Henry Frankenstein, not Victor.
Huh.
They switched They switched the first names of him and his best friend because in the book it's Victor Frankenstein and Henry Clerval, but in the movie, it's Henry Frankenstein and Victor Clerval. And I've never understood why, but
yeah, that's a weird.
What were you going to say on it, Scott?
So January 1st of 1818. Hang on, is this the movie or the book? Movie.
There was 2 original books by the same woman.
Mary Shelley, yeah.
Yeah.
1931. Do you know of anything else that was happening in the world during 1931 that had anything to do with the Germans?
Well, I don't even know when the War of 1812 was, so hang on.
Wasn't the Queen 1 year old?
What the
Queen Elizabeth?
This is devolving already.
What do you mean?
So
you asked the question, what was happening at that time other than Germany? And I'm pretty sure she was born in 32, but I can't remember.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, was she 1 year old when she died?
No. What? No.
Just like a Gabe comment.
Yeah, I mean, I would. Anyway. Now that you say it, like, did she?
So anyway, 1931, I have to assume that the reason they changed his name to an American name was just from anti-German sentiment leading up to World War II.
They didn't erase the name from the movie.
Yeah, they just swapped the character names.
They didn't. They just swapped the first names of the main character and his best friend.
Yeah, which is a weird decision to make because, like,
that is a weird decision.
They are very different characters.
Plus, if you're worried about it being taken as German propaganda, maybe don't make a movie about a character named Frankenstein.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that it was that. It's just not propaganda, just like anti-German is what I was thinking. But if they kept his name in the movie,
Yeah,
but
the
just
name is in
switched
the movie.
it,
They just switched it.
yeah, that's different. That doesn't.
I mean, it could
make
still
any
be
sense.
anti-German because, the antagonist of Frankenstein, it is also the protagonist.
What?
True. Yeah. No. It's the thing about like intelligence is knowing that Frankenstein wasn't the monster, but wisdom is knowing that Frankenstein was the monster.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
For the people at home that are very confused about what I said, the story of Frankenstein is a story of a man being consumed by his work to the point where he destroys his own life. That's told through his work of focusing on making the monster real. And yeah.
His goal basically is to cure death, and his first attempt at doing so is stitching together body parts of dead people and reanimating the body. That basically becomes a new being.
Yeah. Say if you want like a really good comprehensive video of explaining the Frankenstein story like as it's written, you look up Wendigoon on YouTube. He has, I think it's an hour and a half. It's such a good video. Is he'll tell the story and there's a manga written with like pictures, so he'll pull the pictures from the manga and like tell the story along with it. It's a really interesting video. I've watched it 12 times in the last 2 weeks. It's such a good video.
I'd also recommend Overly Sarcastic Productions video on Frankenstein. It's not nearly as in-depth as the one I'm sure the one that Gabe is talking about is, but it's still a very good and concise summarization of the book's events.
Yeah.
Now, what prompted this interest, Gabe? This feels out of nowhere.
I don't know, just Wendigoon posted it, I watched it, I'm like, wow, I didn't know Frankenstein's story was that cool. All I'm thinking is like the Hotel Transylvania Frankenstein where he loses an arm and it's funny. But like, because like, if I was made to do a book report about the Frankenstein, like the second edition of the Frankenstein story, which is the one everybody really kind of knows about, that would have been amazing. But like in school, it's just like, hey, read this book. It's like 20 chapters long. Write a report about it. I had no interest in English at all in middle and high school, because all the stories that I was made to do book reports about sucked.
Like what?
I can't even tell you one of them. I had
that's
negative.
fair.
As soon as I was done with the essay, I was like, I'm done with that. No recollection. Put it in the past. Forget about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I know like some of the stories still, but I don't remember what the titles of the books were. But yeah, like there's a couple murder mystery ones that were all right, but like going from 0 to 10, like the best book I remember reading was like a 4, and it was just not my forte. But like the Frankenstein story is great. Like I really adore it. It's thought provoking. It gets you in there. You get stuck into it.
Absolutely.
Whatever you invest into it, you get back out. It's a good story.
Cool. I have to read that one.
Yeah.
Musical is also very good.
There's a Frankenstein musical?
Indeed, there is. Oh, dude, there's musicals about everything.
You know what? As soon as I said that, I was like, why?
There's a Dracula musical. They're working on a King Kong musical right now.
You could have just used TMNT the musical, and I would have been like, oh
also,
yeah.
I could have done that. Yes.
Yes.
Is there a Shark Tale musical?
That's the best show of all time. What are you talking about?
No, you're thinking of the movie based off the best video game of all time, Shark Tales 2. The movie,
Am I?
Video game. Yeah.
You know what? I get those mixed up all the time.
Yeah. It's okay. But what? I mean, I'd assume there'd be. I mean, at that point, it would just be a gangster musical because you can't literally be a fish. Do they just dress up as fish and just like
the SpongeBob musical was able to pull it off?
Yeah, but like SpongeBob has a plot line around like being in the water. Shark Tales is just it's a gangster movie, but with fish. And I don't.
Doesn't he like run a car wash? How's it a gangster film?
Wants to be.
He doesn't run it. He just works there.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's working
because he he pretends to kill a shark, and that shark is a member of the shark mafia. He's like the Dawn Shark's son.
Jack Black.
And then Jack Black pretends to be. Jack Black helps Will Smith fish.
No.
Whose name is Oscar. Keep pretending that he kills sharks, but then also dresses up as a dolphin so that he can live a normal life because he's tired of being in the shark mafia. Know your lore.
No. Jack Black is
Jack
the
Black
shark?
Yes.
What? I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Roles.
Look it up. It's Jack Black, man.
It's Jack Black.
I knew his name. I had full confidence his name was Lenny, but I don't want to sound stupid. Jack Black is Lenny?
Yeah. The effeminate shark. Yeah? You okay?
No. I need a minute.
Which director voices a character in that? Is that
Woody Allen?
Scorsese? I think Martin Scorsese voices the Blowfish.
Isn't he the guy that owns the train set?
What?
Anyway.
Guy that owns the train set.
I mean, if you guys were going to get it, you would have got it off the bat. Anyway.
Okay. So, are you getting close to Tech Week, Luke, or what's your process?
So the show opens October. I want to say October 20. Shoot, I'm not sure now. October 20 something it opens. Oh, wait a minute. I sent it to you. Hang on.
You did. I was too lazy to look for it.
Oh, I'm looking at it now. Hang on. 21st. I was close. Yeah, it opens the 21st. So Tech Week.
So just under a month.
Yep. That's a Wednesday. That's weird. This is a real, I've never actually looked at these are weird. We never have any weekends.
Really?
There's no
That's
weekends?
strange.
Wait, I'm looking at I'm an idiot. I'm looking at September.
Oh.
That makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, our first weekend is a Friday and a Saturday. Then Friday, a Thursday through Saturday, and another Thursday through Saturday.
All right.
So
I might go on a little date night and come up and see it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, our Tech Week is probably going to start the 10th, if not the 9th.
Okay. And how big is the cast?
When he broke his bone? Pretty big. Like about this size. A little bit bigger.
Okay, please.
I mean, it's only on there for.
I don't
it's not that bad.
need this in my life. What are you doing with all of this? It's not about his arm anymore. This is about you.
Anymore.
I really
a real thing that happened. So,
hello?
I was just giving him some time to think. Like, did I throw him off track? Luke?
Huh.
He might have went to go like grab like material to like read from while that happened. I mean, a lot of those productions have like 12 cast members?
Yeah, approximately.
And then some of them play multiple roles.
Yeah, well, it sounds like from what Luke was saying last night that he is playing, or does he have multiple roles?
I think he has two. Could be wrong though. I mean, he's not going to tell me otherwise until he watches the podcast.
No, exactly.
He's going to watch the podcast. Yeah, right. Anyway,
no, there's no way.
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
So is this in Zilly, or is it the other one? Because the one in Zilly is really nice. I really like the theater in Zilly.
Have we gone to see him at a Zilly theater?
I have. I don't know if you have. Like the
what
one in
was the play?
Joseph and the Coat of Many Colors.
You went without me?
Yeah. It was a great play.
I feel like you're misremembering this.
No, all right. So, I will never forget that night because I remember I cracked up. It was me in a room with a bunch of 80-year-olds, and I cracked up laughing in the middle of one of the dance sequences because one of the I don't know if I'm allowed to tell this story. I might strike this from the episode, but one of the chicks that was up there, and the main protagonist had like a really big dance bit, and it was a really good bit. I'm like, wow, this is getting me excited. Like this is getting to me. Like her nipples are hard. What is she turned on by this? Am I? Hang on. I'll never forget that. Yeah, I'll never forget that for some reason. Like, I just remember looking up and there's like the ladies standing behind the guy. Like, just, it was that, yeah, you know, it happens, but you know.
Wait, nipples get hard?
Yeah. Whenever arousal or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a woman.
Really?
You can ask me these questions.
I'm going to have to ask a woman about this.
Good luck.
I love that's the point where Luke disconnected.
Yeah. There he goes. But like, I'll never forget that moment. I really won't. And it's forever etched into my brain.
That is
right.
Something.
Strange.
And Luke,
am I not bad? Okay.
Are you good? There you go. All right.
Oh.
So how many people are in the cast for the?
Wait. Were you in a Joseph and Amazing Dreamcoat?
Yes, I was.
Play?
Yeah, he was one of the brothers.
I was.
How did I not go to that one?
That was a great play.
Okay. So here's what happened.
Yeah.
I do remember what went on with this. I was given like 2 free tickets for that one, and that was at a point where Zoe and I were talking.
Okay.
Did he die again? So yeah, I went with Zoe. Asked me to tag along, and so I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well then,
I think her first. Oh my gosh, her first choice is probably Abby, but no, it's not important. That's a tactic we can skim over.
Well, I didn't even hear about it, so I feel left out. Thanks, world.
Yeah, the theater in Zilly is really nice. The seating is really cushiony. There's a balcony area. Like the seats wrap around the stage a little bit. Like,
is that the one that's also a
the movie theater?
Play movies? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever we were talking about having the Slapshot LAN tournament, we were talking about having it there because we're probably not going to have more than 20 people that would want to show up to it. So we could just like run one game on stage while everyone else hangs out and watches and whatever.
Okay.
So I was talking to the owners about it, if we were going to pull through with it, what the price would be and all that. Which it was cheaper than everywhere else, so that was going to be our go-to. Like, there's a lot of Slapshot players around Pittsburgh area, around Ohio area.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
All right, you're back.
So what is happening?
I don't know what is happening. Hang on, let me start recording. Okay, is it going now?
Are we good?
Okay.
All right.
All right. I have no idea.
Is it like your computer or your internet thing?
I think it was the computer, yeah.
Huh.
So, okay. Back on track.
We're in it to win it.
Did I not tell you I was in Joseph?
I don't remember it.
Did I never tell you about that?
Yeah, you may have. I don't remember it.
You were in who? Without me?
So anyway, nipples get hard, and we're asking about the cast list for this new one.
Yeah. He's gone. I swear to God.
I'm unplugging the freaking light that I have plugged in. That's clearly causing problems.
What? He killed the eye in the Pixar intro. I'm scared about it. I don't know what's happening. Luke?
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. All right. So
apparently I can't have more than 2 things plugged into this freaking laptop.
What happened to your desktop?
I still have it, but I'm currently in the closet that I'm using as a voice studio to do this. So I'm using a laptop for the voice stuff. Not making that mistake again when we're doing this.
Okay. I thought you were going to answer with, I use it as a projectile now.
Or I'm going to have to find an extension cord for this light, apparently.
Have you heard of wireless electricity?
Kinda.
That's not going to work for this.
Wait, what have you guys heard? I was making a joke. What? Hang on.
Well,
this isn't real, is it?
You can like rest your phone on the battery chargers.
Yeah, but like that's just like a strong enough coil to like shoot it through the hoops and like get a point or two.
Also, Scott, yes, arousal makes your nipples hard.
Thank you. See, he understands.
Nipples hard. They make some people's nipples hard.
You've clearly never been aroused. Yeah. I hate to be how you have the coming of the about of finding this thing out.
Don't try that again.
Ever say that again.
Oh my god. That hurt physically, like veins popped out. I had to take a pit stop halfway through mentally. My mouth kept moving.
I was listening.
Let me give it another go. I hate this to be how the finding out of this thing. All right, let's move on. It's not worth it.
I feel like we need to cut everything that happened before.
PoDumb. We don't cut
you
after
may
we
have
start.
to. Honestly, you may have to because I'm looking at my recording track and I'm seeing sporadic cutoffs.
It'll be fine.
So my audio track may be completely unintelligible now because of this.
You know, you see, this is what many of the Academy would consider a later problem, and so that's when it'll be a problem. Right now we're on the bridge. Let's not burn it down. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Anyway, how many people are in the cast?
About
6?
Gabe actually earlier hit it right on the head. It's about
7?
10 and 11.
8?
10 or 11.
9? 13? Okay, that's a pretty decently sized cast for Frankenstein.
Although we apparently just lost our victor, so I don't know how
Well, what happened to the guy that lost?
I was gonna ask.
He didn't win.
This day is going downhill.
I chose to wake up for this.
I feel like the Pillsbury Doughboy that got poked in the stomach a little bit.
You sound like a friggin' hyena is what you sound like.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it sounds exciting.
Yeah, I am very. This is so. I always love every stage of the play process when every show that I'm in. This is the first one I've ever been in that I genuinely cannot wait to start getting audience reactions to stuff.
Okay, cool.
Like some of the stuff that happens in this show, it's very much an R show. But yeah,
you get naked.
No.
Is the whole thing nude?
No. Oh, are you nude?
Wait, we can say the S word?
Sandwich?
I think it's stupid, but yeah. Okay, I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
What have you been up to, Scott?
What an awesome transition.
Thanks, I'm a master of segueing.
No. That was not like a dig at you. It's just like how the cookie crumbled there. Anyway, I've been back in school. Fall semester started back up.
Hey.
You know, they tend to do that.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure, so I thought I'd ask.
Those of us who are academically inclined end up there. So here we are.
What about the academically declined?
Well, what do you like to do, Gabe?
Shave his belly with a rusty razor? I don't.
That's what.
How the song
Shave
goes?
his belly with a rusty razor.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor.
When?
But when?
Well, normally it's done in the morning. Hey,
But
up she rises.
Late morning or?
It's more towards the.
All right,
early
we're
side
moving
of
on.
it.
So this is my last semester at the community college I've been going to. And
Okay.
after this, not
You're
sure
gonna be a
yet.
teacher.
The only thing that will be taught is that I do not want to be a teacher.
Hey, just like
and
the rest
you
of them.
will have every lesson. But yeah, I got accepted at Duquesne, which is in Pittsburgh, and I got accepted at Pitt.
Which is where?
So I'm not sure yet. It's like I don't know. It's like the War of 1812. Who can say when it was fought?
It's probably the year after. Like, you know how like hockey seasons start? Like, it's a 2023 season right now, even though it's not that year. It's whenever the war ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's whenever the war is named, because the history is written by the people that don't lose.
By Victor, the guy that left the play.
Yeah, that's why he had to leave. He had to go write history.
Right, yeah.
So if something happens in the next 2 weeks, you know who did it. It's Victor.
I swear, if Putin does something crazy.
I swear, if King Charles II dies in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to laugh a little bit, not a lot, a mediocre amount, but a lot. And hopefully don't see Victor afterwards. I don't want to be an accomplice. Anyway, so you're going back to school. You got accepted to Duquesne and wherever Pitt is at.
Yeah, who knows?
And then, are you still working like during all of this?
Yeah, I'm getting about 20 hours. So fairly busy. 4 classes, 20 hours a week at work. So,
yeah. What kind of crap did you do to do 20?
The need for money. That's the crime. I need money.
That is a great sin.
World, yep.
So, yeah, I'm trying to think what else. That's pretty much all I've been doing. Although, Drew Colleen has bought jet skis, as it turns out.
Interesting.
Oh,
And
that's a financial decision.
He's responsible, so he can make that one. And,
does he have water to accompany it?
Yes, he does. The Allegheny River floweth near his house.
You know you can take that river to Texas?
Well, you can go to, kind of, because it goes into the Mississippi.
Yeah, and then the Mississippi leads out to the ocean, and then you can go from the ocean up the coast to Texas. It's crazy to think about, because we're like almost Canada. I'm not wrong.
Well,
if it wasn't for Lake Erie, we'd be bordering Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we have a warm day, I think we're gonna go out, which would be fun because I've never done that before.
nice.
Neato.
Yeah. So, Gabe, what have you been doing?
Your mom. Oh!
Come on, man.
What? I set up this whole 40-minute bit to get that one off. Anyway, I don't know. Say volleyball season started up a couple weeks ago. So I've been recording and casting that.
Is that a paid gig yet?
Kind of not. I'm doing it more just because my sister's a sophomore, or she's a junior this year.
Okay.
Maybe she is a sophomore. I can't remember. She's one of the two. She's in the middle two, one of those. She's not a senior yet. But yeah, so I've been doing that. I've been casting Slapshot still, running the league for Slapshot still. I cut my hair. Just very strange and weird to go back to.
Does it feel weird turning your head?
Not really. The most weird thing I've noticed is that with the long hair, my head was farther back, like more over my shoulders than it is now. And that made me look like I had a double chin. So as soon as I cut it, my head went back forward because I had the neck muscle to do that and like have it where it's comfortable. Now I have a jawline again. I don't know why that's the first thing I noticed, but it is very strange.
Interesting.
And I've noticed that my headaches have gone away for the most part because my neck muscles weren't catching up to how fast my hair was growing and how much weight that added to my head. I don't know if Luke can sympathize with that, but like,
I definitely remember my neck, like holding my neck back further when my hair was longer because I didn't like how it felt tickling the back of my neck.
Exactly. That and whenever my hair got to the point where it was like getting past my shoulder, so whenever I'd lie down and like I'd try to like look down and yank my hair. That was probably the most annoying thing I had while having that hair. But yeah, I think I started growing it out when the plague hit, and plague's still going on. It's crazy, even though like the guy that runs the country said that it's over like 4 times now, and they keep mandating different things to go along with it. So like, you know, it is what it be. Scooby Dooby Doo. And yeah, it's crazy. So the plague still happens. And every year
say weird things sometimes.
Every year that the plague continues, I rewatch the questions nobody asked me that I uploaded with Uncle Lance.
That's a good video.
And the comment that this virus sucks. It cracks me up. It cracks me up to no extent. It gets funnier every year down the line because it's been 2 years and people still talk about it. And
what, the video or the comment?
The fact that, you know, COVID still like kind of hovers around.
I guess it depends on which circle you're in.
Because I think it was 2 weeks ago. Caleb got it. My dad got it. My mom got it.
Did you guys get tested, or is it just a guess?
Yeah, we got.
Okay.
4 out of my family, 6 got it. Cassandra's boyfriend got it. The entirety of my deck hockey team got it during playoffs.
Ooh.
I was the only one to not get it.
Interesting.
Which is wild.
Especially considering how you said you're not feeling well today.
I was just like, all right, so in the last, between Monday and Friday, I casted for 13 hours and 40 minutes of live play. And whenever I do my commentator voice, it rattles my sinuses because of the bass behind it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so that has just caused my sinuses to drain like the days after. So like yesterday it was all right for the most part, but today it is horrible. Like this morning I sneezed for 12 minutes straight. It was horrendous. I've never experienced that kind of outer body experience where my eyes didn't open for 12 minutes and it was just straight sneezing into like a towel. Like I ran out of Kleenexes very quickly. So I got a bath towel and I'm probably going to burn it afterwards.
Right?
It was disgusting.
Yes.
But like, yeah, so that was my morning and now I'm here and I kind of, do I sound sick?
No,
you sound fine.
I'm a good voice actor. Let's go, baby. To me, I sound completely different. Like the bass is entirely different than what it was the past 5 days. But yeah.
To be fair, I've not heard your voice in like 2 months. So
True. Yeah, we haven't talked since the last time we recorded PoDumb, really.
I don't know.
At least us 3 together.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit more context for you towards the tail end of this adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's been what's up with me. There's probably some other stuff that we'll get to through stories and such. But yeah.
I did forget about another thing I did.
What's that?
What's that about?
I went to Cedar Point.
Ooh. Do you have any what was your favorite
Ohio?
ride? Yeah.
Yeah, it's about
Like towards the northern crown of it.
shoot. I'm trying to remember how many. That's about like
4
4 or 5 hours away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my one friend who goes to college in Tennessee was back in town for break, and a bunch of it was our D&D group.
Okay.
We all just said, "Hey, he's here. We've all got time. We've all got days off. Let's drive down to Ohio."
Let's go on the death rails and see how close we get. Yeah. Yeah. So are you a roller coaster fan?
Well, I certainly am now, if I wasn't before.
Really? What
Well, my thing is I've never liked like mostly roller coasters I love.
Yeah.
But I've never really been a fan of like 90-degree drops, like the really steep.
Those are the worst.
Love them now.
So which one kind of sold it for you?
Half the roller coasters at Cedar Point have like 90-degree drops.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was like, well, I gotta either overcome this or not participate in like half of the day.
Yeah, I remember the time whenever you didn't like Ferris wheels, which was so bizarre to me.
Yeah.
I hate them to this day. I'm with Luke on
How?
that one. I don't know.
Well, no, I don't hate them now.
All right, so I'm alone in this one currently, but like I'm standing firm on that one. I get vertigo on Ferris wheels, only Ferris wheels. I don't know why it is.
Interesting.
It makes me very anxious. It might be because like I'm thinking, wow, I feel like we should be going faster. We're not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my guesstimate of what it is. Yeah. Is there anything specifically about the 90-degree drop that you don't like?
Mostly just how you. I think it was just that you're basically tipping over but not going anywhere. That concept it freaked me out.
Like how you like lift out of the seat a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, a lot of the rides there, they have more like overhead restraints, so I
Yeah.
can grip. I have more of a thing that I can hold on to.
Yeah, just in case kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you more security. See, do they still have the Mantis there? The one where you have to stand up and it goes through like a loop?
No, we didn't
No?
see that one.
That was my favorite one when I went a couple years ago. But yeah, I don't even remember where it was like situated at.
Well, there were a couple rides there that were just straight up closed, and there's one that's literally the whole ride is just it's like a 0 to 60 in 3 seconds type of ride. You go up,
Oh, the
you go up
dragster.
the 90. Yeah, they're retiring that one.
What? No, I
They're
love
straight
that
up-
ride.
They're straight up getting rid of that one. Yeah, I've been seeing a bunch of memes about like where the dragster used to be. There's a Spirit Halloween.
That's funny. See, I remember the first time I went on that, I was petrified by it. But the second time I went on, it was a lot of fun. The fact that you never 100% of the time go all the way up it, terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, that was the one. Even if it had been open, I told them like, okay, listen, I've already broken a lot of personal boundaries today. I'm not going on that one no matter what.
Listen, I sat in a dunk tank. I kissed a guy. That one was weird. I'm not doing the dragster.
Yeah, I was in a similar boat before I went to Idlewild with you, Luke, actually.
Oh,
That was my first roller coaster, and it's not.
Oh, really?
I mean,
It's an alright one.
Yeah, I mean, it's small, but it's good.
yeah, nothing at Idlewild is particularly like intense.
Yeah.
So it was a good first step for me, and I now I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I've not gone to a theme park since.
Oh,
See, the one in Altoona has a really good coaster. They only have one coaster though, but it's pretty alright.
Altoona, what is that?
It's where the Pirates minor league play. Right? It's weird. We've been to Altoona. Whenever we went to DC, we stopped there at Sheets.
Okay.
But
Oh,
we didn't really
oh yeah, the
go
Altoona
there.
curves. Like the theme
Yeah.
park is in the outfield.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
But
I've been to
their
a
coaster
game
is
there.
really cool. I have too. I didn't really remember anything about it. All I know is we lost.
Again.
Yeah. I mean, what else is new? That was a while ago,
Yeah.
though. Like 12. But yeah. Say, do you guys? I mean, I guess Scott can't really answer this one, but Luke, did you like the wooden coasters or the steel coasters more?
I'll be honest. The wooden coasters at Cedar Point kind of suck.
Yeah.
There was only one that was like really cool, and I really didn't go on that one just because we were at the point it was later in the day, and I was like, okay, my stomach's acting up. I don't think I can do
Yeah.
another 90-degree ride. So my friends and all went on it, and I just kind of there's like a train that
Oh,
takes you from like one end of the park to the other. So I just
Yeah.
rode on that
like the people
while they were
mover.
all. Yeah, pretty much. So I just rode that while they were in line for the other one. But the other, like there's one. It's a mine cart type of theme. That one just is bad.
That one's horrible.
Even by wooden coaster standards, like that one is just terrible.
In what way?
Well, it's really rough. The foundation, they need to like retighten some bolts and stuff on that track, because we were in line and I was looking over and I was seeing, like, as the cart rolled by, I was seeing things shake and I was like, that doesn't look like it should be happening.
See, there's some people that's their thing with roller coasters, where they like how like rickety the older coasters are. But like they could put some cushion in like the coaster itself to help mitigate it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember whenever I went with the youth group like 2018, 2017, something like that. And the youth pastor that went with us, he's a big dude. He could probably be a tight end in like college ball whenever he was, back in the day.
Yeah.
So like he's a large man, and so the seating for that coaster, very small, very tight, very compact. And I had the seat in front of him during that one. And all I remember is we delayed 8 minutes to get that man into that seat.
Oh, no.
And when they like pushed him down with their foot, all I heard was and they're like, good to go, and they hit the button and we went. But like it made like the that noise. That's the noise it made. Like he slurped down into it. Like that's do they have a bar you pull back on yourself on that one, or is it just you sit there?
So what, did they get like a giant shoehorn to get him out?
I don't remember how we got him out, but all I know is he said his knees were bruised after that ride. And I'm like, I am sorry, but that's kind of funny.
Surprise me, yeah.
Because like there's like a church pew amount of cushion, and it's not the good kind. Like like you go to your grandma's 12-person church on like Easter when you're visiting, kind of like church pew. It's not a lot. It's been worn in for 20 years. Like this person's butt groove specifically fits there, and if you're not that person, you're out of luck, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I like the coaster. Didn't love it. It's like mid-tier for me. It's kind of on par with the Idlewild one, but the Idlewild one is more fun to me.
Yeah, it is. It is, honestly.
They have that classic like end of the line, like you do the 3 humps and then you stop kind of thing. Like that. Yeah, that's a pet peeve. That's a positive for me when it comes to coasters. But have you guys been to Kennywood?
Worked there for like a month last year.
Yeah, but like have you gone on any of the coasters there?
Oh yeah.
You know what? I went there, didn't go on a single coaster.
Really? Like for
that was back when I was too skittish.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I really liked the log ride. That was fun.
The log jammer's fun.
Yeah.
Which one?
I think it was what Gabe said, the log jammer.
The one where it like drops you into the thing and it splashes outward. That one?
Okay, the one in like Lost Kennywood, or
I think so.
That was 10 years ago.
It's the one right next to like the picnic areas in the bathroom.
Okay, yeah, that one's still there.
Yeah. I don't think they'll ever get rid of that one. Like that one's just, that one brings the people in a little bit.
My mom's dad, before he got married, he actually worked at Kennywood, and his job was to ride the coasters in the morning to see if there was any problems with them. That was his job, to ride the coaster. That
doesn't sound like a horrible job, but it could also be a horrible job.
Well, like, the feeling when you're at work at like early in the morning, you have that, I'm not ready to be here yet. Yeah. Can you imagine that, but you're on a roller coaster?
Can you imagine that, but you might not walk home?
Be fair, you would never need coffee.
Oh, for sure.
Well,
I mean, all you have to do is get on it and get off, right? That's all you got to do. And then notice if like, oh, wow, there's like a slight veer to the right when I'm going down this 90-mile-an-hour hill.
We lost the back car. Gonna have to fix that one.
80%'s a passing grade. Let's keep going. So, I mean, you don't need the kid, right? Like, you can.
No.
Less school, less money, Walmart. It's something like that.
That's their tagline.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Gabe, I'm looking over this little list here, and you have a question. If you ran a restaurant and had to give discounts, how would you do it? Not sure I understand it, and so I want you to answer.
So if you were running a restaurant and like a guy came in and he asked you, you have to give a discount for this entire month. However you do it's fine. By however large of a margin is fine. It just has to be a discount. How would you like succeed there?
What kind of restaurant do I own?
It's up to you.
I don't know. So I've like the only like type of restaurant I've like daydreamed about owning.
Salad?
No.
What? Why not? Salad's easy.
It's basically the chum bucket, except it's mashed potato themed.
That sounds amazing. Oh my gosh.
Like the dishes come in buckets and they're all cheesy and stuff. Right?
Oh my, that sounds amazing.
That's exactly what I want to do. So probably I would have like the publicity stunt is like if you eat so many things, you get next time you come in, you get the potato trough. And
oh my god! Like, would it be like an actual just trough, or would it be like a little miniature trough with like the same serving size as the bucket?
I don't know. I feel like, it would have to be bigger than the bucket because otherwise, why would you? But I feel like
who wouldn't want to eat out of a trough? Like if you
has to be small enough to fit on the table.
Yeah. Well, you could just have like a spot like along the wall where the people can kneel down and eat as much as they want. You just keep nailing it in there. Yeah, they're not allowed to use their hands.
No.
You just keep paling it in there whenever they're done. Yeah. Just whether their head's in there or not, is there a problem?
Right, just some like overweight, greasy-looking guy just shoveling potatoes into the trough.
Oh my gosh, I would love this place.
I would love this place too.
Oh, I love
mashed potatoes.
Right, they're so good. Like even like, you got me in a mood now,
dude. Let's make it.
We can't be the only ones that think this is a great idea, right?
Right, Luke?
I mean, I don't like mashed potatoes, but the idea is cool.
All right, like what about it don't you like though? Like like, is it a certain type of mashed potato? Is it like just the texture?
No, it's mostly the texture.
Okay.
Although the flavor doesn't help either.
All right. What kind of gravy are you putting on this one? Just the way it exists really gets under my skin.
what they make it out of just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah. There's people in Ireland.
That's the most offensive thing of all. Yeah, I feel like so you could have like the straight potatoes, but you could also have like just mix meat chunks into it. I want the crab kind of potatoes. I want the bacon potatoes.
Bacon potatoes are great.
Dude. just the cheese and the potatoes,
right?
Bacon.
It's like it's an explosion of flavor in your mouth, and like,
oh my gosh,
the sweetness, the top note. 10.
Billy, what's your favorite episode of the pod? I like the one where Scott and Gabe talk about potatoes for a long time.
There's like 80 different ways you can cook a potato. You can bake it, you can peel it, you can eat it raw if you wanted to.
Good.
You can do that. You can mash it. Like you can put like little, like you can stuff it with stuff. Like you can make fries out of it. You can like dice it up and stick it in a salad if you wanted to. Like there's like 90 different ways to like, do the thing.
Boil, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how would you handle a discount? for that kind of
Well,
restaurant.
the discount would
Just
be
the
like you
more-
get the free trough.
The free trough. Would the trough
Yeah,
be
you
free?
get
Like you just
50 seconds at the trough. Go.
That actually sounds pretty lit. Like you get like a piece of paper you can hand in,
Right.
you know.
I found the marble in the oatmeal.
You get to drink from the fire hose.
Oh my gosh. I haven't thought about that since high school.
Open wide.
Are you ready?
You know, that would be a great incentive too, because every kid wants to drink out of the fire hose.
Well, I wouldn't.
did. The garden hose was great. That was a great experience. The fire hose is like just mock Jesus that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Expedited drinking. Like that, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said the word. I said it right. It took me a while. Like we got there in the end. It was a bus ride, round trip.
Yeah. Yeah. Get the ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to the airport, you ask for a round trip. They ask where your final destination is, and you say here. And you move on.
Anyway,
Right, so
like, what would the name of the restaurant be?
Spuds and Studs.
The Spud Bucket.
Spud Bucket, yeah.
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 My little Spuddy.
My little Spuddy. Yeah. That could be like the waiter goes up like I know what you want, but I just want to say hi to my little Spuddy and like pats the kid on the head. Like that sounds like a great marketing ploy.
Yeah. All right, we're doing this now.
Like, this sounds spectacular. Like I'd love to work. I'd get sick of mashed potatoes, but like you got to pay the price to like give people other people the way to heaven, you know.
Right.
Potatoes. What? So Luke, do you have an idea in mind for
I've got a
doing
couple.
your own restaurant deal?
I do have a legitimate idea.
Yeah.
So I would love to do it would have to be a chain, because this would be impossible to have in like just one building unless it was like a massive like multiplex
Okay.
building. But you know, I'm a fan of a lot of stuff, and I enjoy like role play.
Oh.
I would love to
This
open a
isn't-
restaurant chain. I would open a restaurant chain where every installment is themed after a different fandom. So like you go into one, it's the prancing pony from Lord of the Rings. You go into another one, it's the cantina from Star Wars. You go into another one, it's like the ramen shop from Naruto.
Yeah.
You get different role play possibilities. And if you're just a fan and you obviously all the food is like themed after stuff from those respective universes.
Yeah.
It's still edible, obviously. Yeah. But my discount would be if you come in dressed as a character, or like in cosplay, or you're acting, you adopt into the universe, you get the protagonist discount.
Ah. That's pretty good. So honestly, on a much smaller scale, you could probably do that at a con.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, absolutely.
Even if it's just like a little vendor. Like, welcome to Bree. This is the Lord of the Rings section of the con. Would you like what is it? But beer? What kind of beer? Is it just regular beer?
I think
I think
feel
it's
like
just
it is.
regular. I think it is just regular
Ale.
beer and
whatever.
Ent ale.
Yeah. Ale.
Oh, yeah.
Ent draft. That's what it was.
Yeah. I guess that's a great idea. Like
Yeah.
you could even like cycle the menus every month if you wanted to, and like change the themes between the chains.
True.
That way,
Gringotts.
everybody, you're not stuck
no, is
being
that
a
the
local
bank?
place. What? Branch?
I was trying to think of the Harry Potter one. I said Gringotts, and then I realized that was the
Butterbeer.
bank.
Oh, okay.
Well, Butterbeer,
It's the drink.
not
Oh,
the
you're
name
talking the location.
the name of the restaurant or whatever it is.
Yeah.
This is the second time that someone's brought this up to me, and I cannot remember what it is.
Yeah, it's just like
The
that
Leaky
little.
Cauldron?
Well, that one would work. I was thinking of the little town that they go to.
Hogsmeade.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that one.
The problem with that one is that already exists in the Universal theme park.
Oh,
So
They've got the whole like Diagon Alley. They've got Hogsmeade, Hogwarts.
Okay.
But now
So
it
if
exists
it were
in
a
your
rest-
place too. No.
If it were a restaurant, it would have to be like one specific, like it would be like the Hogwarts the dining hall, or like I said, the leaky cauldron.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
For the kids, you get like Gaston's Tavern from Beauty and the Beast, or Little Mermaid's Grotto.
Yeah.
There has to be something Marvel in there too, right? Shawarma.
Yeah, shawarma. The helicarrier.
Okay. Yeah.
Could theme it.
All right. That's a solid restaurant idea.
Yeah.
Did you have one, Gabe?
Not really, but I do have what sparked the question.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant in China. This might have been a few years ago, but I just found out about it last night. There was a restaurant in China. Don't know how to say it. It's written in Chinese, but it's a buffet that has bars in front of like the entranceway. And each section between the bars is a different width apart. And depending on which section of bars you can fit through, you get a different amount of discount off your meal. I'm gonna send some pictures, and during editing, I'll also pull them up on the screen. And if you're listening audio wise, like I can't, they don't give their measurements. All I know is the smallest one is 6 inches wide, and you get your food for free. It's a buffet, all you can eat buffet.
Oh, so you're incentivized to be skinny.
Yeah, you're incentivized to be skinny.
Interesting.
Right?
Because all you can eat buffets usually attract the opposite end of the spectrum.
Me.
No, you're not that big. But
No,
like,
I'm not, but
like the trucker belly people.
yeah, exactly. Like Old Country Buffet was 90% that and 90% kids. Like there was a lot of people in there.
Yeah, and people coming right from church.
Yeah, exactly. I miss Old Country Buffet so
John
much.
Panette.
Same.
Oh my goodness. I want to move down
That and
south.
CC's.
Cece's pizza was great.
It wasn't bad.
The fact that it was all you could eat is it marks up the pizza like 3 tiers on my scale.
True. So true.
Just because you can just keep going back and eat all that you wanted. Just any restaurant that does that.
They added stuffed crust so soon after ours left. I was so mad.
Right? Can you imagine us as like elementary schoolers now having infinite stuffed crust pizza? Oh my gosh! Even now, oh, it'd be so good.
That would be so good.
So good, man. Gosh, want it. But
So I'm looking at these bars that you sent us,
yeah.
and I don't think some Americans could fit through there.
No, that's why
A
they
lot
have
of
that one.
Americans, I don't think, could fit through there.
So the one on the far left is 6 inches. And the one on the far right is where the people that lose go.
Yes. They pay full price and also take half of the restaurant with them when they leave.
Yeah. So the one on the far left, you eat for free. The next one over, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiers to this. Each one is like a little bit multiplied from the previous one. So the far left one is 6 inches wide for you to fit through. People's heads are 7 inches wide.
We just turn your head.
So you just no, I mean like your face. Like most people's faces are 7 inches wide. So you have to have a skinny face, bitty waist. You got to fit through there. And so the next one over, you get $5 off, and everything else after that one is like, percentage wise, which is
You have
crazy.
to be a child, basically.
You have to be, even a child sometimes can't fit through there.
Especially American children.
Yeah. But like the place looks beautiful. Like I kind of want to go there, even though I can't communicate with them whatsoever. But like
Yeah.
that was a neat gimmick.
I do like this gimmick.
It's interesting.
I don't think you could get away with it in America with all the whiny people.
No, it'd
talking
have to be
about
the
fat
other way.
shaming. Yeah.
Like if you can come in here, we'll weigh you in. If you leave and you gain 10 pounds, you get it for free.
Actually,
That'd be amazing.
I think people do that. That has to be a thing already.
It is possible. Like, you can get a quarter pounder off of the menu at McDonald's. Like, I can down 3 of those.
Oh yeah.
Which, I mean, if it's just more tightly packed food, I could probably get down like 5 pounds, and I weigh like $150. So like, you know,
Is that it?
I could probably manage it. I'm a little bit more. All right. So before I cut my hair, I weighed 177 and a half. After I cut my hair, before it was 183. Crazy. Absolutely insane. I don't know how my hair weighed that much. But yeah, if you want to do the math at home, you can. It's like 8
Interesting.
8 pounds.
That's a lot of
hair.
mass.
Right? Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have been 150 forever, but this year, or over the process of a few months, I'm up to like 170. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah.
Our metabolisms are slowing down.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
But like between
I've got a little bit of a gut now. I've never had that before.
right?
Do you?
A little bit. It's not like a huge, like, outward expanding thing, but it's more of one than I've ever had in my previous stages of life.
Yeah,
All
same.
the drinking you do.
Okay, listen, I've not actually had a drink in a couple of months.
We haven't recorded
really?
the podcast in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Well, I'm close to 2 months since my last
Yeah?
drink.
Sounds about right.
I don't go out of my way to do it.
Was that on purpose?
Oh, I just never picked any up.
Oh,
That's fair.
And like it doesn't like affect me if I don't have any in
Yeah.
all your alcoholic as a jokes.
No, that was a joke. I
I am not an alcoholic. Thank you very much.
Yet.
I was just wondering, I don't know, it was in my impression that people who do drink like make a routine out of it, like
Not
glass
really.
of wine
If
after
I-
a Sunday dinner or whatever.
Not really. No. If I have some in the house, I'll drink it. If I don't, I tend not to go out and specifically get some.
Oh, okay.
It's just if we're having like a big celebration or like a meetup, those are the only times I go out of my way.
Yeah, have a good time. Having a ball.
Shoot, I haven't heard this song in so long.
You can't stop me.
I didn't know it was a song.
It's a Queen song.
If you want to have a good time, just give me a call.
Don't stop me now.
Yes, I'm having a good time.
Don't want to stop
Anyway.
it all. All right, so now we got DMCA striked.
Because we're too perfect.
We're too on key. Yeah, there's another Chinese restaurant that I don't have pictures for this one, but there's another Chinese restaurant that was incentivizing wearing mini skirts, but they didn't say for women.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, me
So
and
it
the boys
was
rolling
just-
up.
They had a chart by how many inches above the knee can you see where your like skirt starts.
So basketball players are gonna get it for free.
I'm thinking I would go in there for a Speedo. Like I would, if I'm eating for free, Speedo,
Is that-
put pants on the way out. Like it's not, you
Wait,
know,
is that really a skirt at that point?
it's clothing above the knee was how they worded
It's
it.
not a skirt though. You need to get one of those like women's swimsuits with the little whooshies on them.
Yeah.
The little whooshies on them.
Yeah.
The name of
Anyway.
the guy who owns the restaurant.
A little whooshy.
Little Whooshy.
I don't know if that's racist or just funny, but it's but yeah,
At least
so
the second one.
So 3 inches above the knee, you get like 10% off. If it's, I think 16 inches above the waist, that's 90% off. I don't know if you know this, but your hip to your knee, pretty much 16 inches. Pretty close. If you're a tall
That's-
girl, you could probably get away with pants and be fine. But
That's the miniest of skirts.
like, it's almost no skirt. It's like booty
Yeah.
shorts.
That's Speedo.
Yeah. I mean, if it brought in like women, you know, it would bring in the guys with it. So, you know,
Yeah, well.
I could
yeah.
see it working out, but that's an expensive price tag if you got sorority girls coming in that are okay with just, you know, the swimsuit, bikini, just hanging out, having free food. But then again, that's the reason it's there. So, you know,
Yeah. Brings in the pervs too.
I mean, that's just a byproduct. They'll figure that part out. I didn't run the restaurant. It's a them problem. But yeah, those are the two stories I found. Both of them in China. Both of them relatively the same part of China too, which is very strange. But probably because the one restaurant had bars out in front, and the other restaurant's like, well, we can get the women. So,
Oh my god.
Chinese Hooters.
yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Yeah, just the opposite way.
Yeah, just the opposite.
They come to you instead of you hiring them.
Right.
Yeah, I found that interesting. I don't remember where I found that, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to break character coinciding with the other episodes, do we want to stop there, or do you want to like try wine or cheese? I am very rusty.
No, you'll be fine. What minute mark are we at?
I'm on 127 on my end.
Let me look at mine.
So
I'm
like
at
hour and a half.
I'm at 113.
Pretty close. So I recorded a
Um,
little bit of mine and Luke's conversation before you came in, so that's why it's a little bit longer.
Okay. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are in it for the wine or cheese, so yeah, I'm fine with making it a regular occurrence.
All right. So to answer your question from before, my restaurant would
Yeah.
would entail pizza is the most basic thing you can make, and going along with like Italian dishes. Quesadilla is Italian, right?
No.
So going along with the Italian dishes, quesadillas are really easy to make too, because it's the same ingredients basically, just you know, tortilla shell instead of dough.
No.
You can't sit there and tell me a pizza quesadilla doesn't sound fantastic.
It definitely does.
Thank you.
But you were you were saying they were. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
It's the best Italian dish if banana bread didn't exist. That's all I'm saying. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I stand by that. That'll be an opinion I take to the grave.
Yeah, Gabe has the opinion that he will take to the grave that quesadilla is the best Italian dish.
Right. All right. I didn't say that. I said second best.
I don't think you'll have to try very hard to defend that one.
Second best dish.
It's not Italian.
The best Italian dish
And
is
that's
banana
why no one's
bread.
going to argue with him.
Oh, okay.
No one's going to argue with him about that point.
You almost disproved Luke 5 seconds after he said it. By trying to start the argument that you will not win. It's not even worth it. Just sit on this one for a little bit.
Just not happy in general.
I mean, none of us are. That's why we're here doing the PoDumb.
Deserved to do this in my life, to be this unhappy, but here we are. So
You're welcome. So, would you agree with me by saying that banana bread is the best food?
No,
Why not?
Because ham exists.
Wait, all right, you're not allowed to say that.
Because we were already talking about pizza.
Well, like, can you do both of you like banana bread?
It's all
I
right.
mean, it's
Like,
fine.
If it's in front of you, would you eat it and enjoy it a little bit?
Do I have jelly?
What?
Say that
Yeah.
again.
I put jelly on
What
banana bread.
kind?
Any kind.
What?
Yeah.
All right, so I have one question primarily about that one. Huh?
It's delicious.
I'm very confused by this.
It makes it something I would actually choose to eat.
All right. Well,
All the sugar.
To be fair,
So
to be fair, I don't even put jelly on my peanut butter sandwiches. So
I do that
Wow.
too.
Hope you. That sounds dry.
A little bit, but it's
It's
still
fine.
pretty good, you know. It depends on the
fine.
mood.
It's fine once the Nutella sinks in.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you put Nutella on it.
Sure.
That kind of makes up for it.
Yeah. I mean,
So
never
where were you
heard of
going with
that.
this?
I don't remember. How do you jelly on banana bread?
Yeah.
I'm
Do you
just
not put
trying to-
anything on banana bread?
No, I just I slice a piece off, I go down, I munch on it as a snack. This is great.
Yeah,
It's banana.
I do.
Is there banana jelly?
I'm sure there is, but
There has
only
to
as like
be.
a novelty thing. because I mean it's kind of hard to get juice out of a banana.
There's people that put bananas in peanut butter sandwiches, so like that's
delicious.
There's people that have that as like a palette right there, so like it has to be something people would want to buy. The market is there for it.
Yeah, honestly, I've put jelly on like the peanut butter banana sandwiches too.
This is just the food episode, isn't it?
It's becoming that way, isn't it?
I mean, but food is the one thing you can talk to literally anybody about, and they will have opinions.
African kids.
All right, you can talk to most people about it.
That's
easily the darkest thing I've ever said on this podcast.
That's a little upsetting.
I don't know how I feel that I had a follow up to it. Anyway, so like if you go to the first date, you can talk about food. Like it's a great starter. Like, you know, into spicy food, like you're at a restaurant, you know, you can ask that question, then you can dare them to have the spicy food, and then you secretly don't. You watch them suffer. It's a great sets the mood, you know?
Right, sets the tone of the relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know? You're gonna be the one that wins, and they're the woman. So like yeah, I mean like the waiter might come up to you and, you know, he might ask you the question like, oh, are you two a couple? And after you say yes, they'll ask if you want the wine or cheese, Scott. Which one would you take? You're out with a woman, you're at a table, you're at a diner, nobody else is in the diner. Waiter's there.
Wait, it's a diner and he's offering me wine and cheese or cheese?
Well, it's a diner, yeah. I get wine and cheese.
So IHOP.
Yeah.
He's offering me wine.
I hope so.
Let's see. What time is it?
I don't know, it's like 5:30.
But like in the story.
Oh, it's like 5:30.
Oh, well, that's different then.
Yeah, I know. It's really
so
really throwing a curveball there.
That's a little too early in the day, so I'll take the cheese.
So the waiter walks back into the kitchen. He brings you out your cheese. He puts the cheese down on the table, and then he goes back to the front of the store and he opens the doors for business. So there you are, sat at the table. What? You got a question?
The restaurant was closed.
Yeah.
But I was there with a date ordering
yes
cheese.
Yes. Yeah, it's where we're at right now.
I know how to treat a girl right. Let's break her to a restaurant and I'll get you cheese, baby.
5:30 in the morning. Let's go for cheese. I forgot how much fun I can have with this. So there you are, sitting at the booth, cheese in front of you. Waiter kind of like meanders his way back behind like the booth thing, whatever it's called, the waiting table.
Yeah.
Cheese in front of you, wheel of cheese. Girl in front of you, wheel of girl. Where do you go from here? Because you can only go up, if we're being honest.
This is working out well for me. I'm on a date, presumably.
Oh, is it?
Well, I've never been asked that question.
What is it?
Is it an insight check on the waiter?
Yeah, roll a d20 and then add 3 for your perception check.
I don't understand that. Anyway,
it's a D&D bit. Like perception is how well you pay attention, and you know, most depends on your race. You'll get like a plus bonus for it.
Depends on my what?
Your race. You can pick like elf, dwarf, etc., species, whatever. Black. Yeah. Or so you're black, so you get a plus 3 on your D20 roll.
So I ask her what she does for work.
Say, Luke, do you want to play this character, or I could do it?
You do this one. This feels like too crucial of a part.
All right. I mean, it won't be, but.
Okay.
I don't know. I just like watch TV and.
Oh my gosh! I'm breaking up. I leave the table.
But wait, the cheese. What are you?
You can have it.
What about the check? You're gonna just leave
I crinkle up a $50 bill and chuck it at her face.
What if it's more?
It's not. It's cheese and a hop. It's IHOP cheese, baby. Then I jump out the window.
Oh my gosh, he jumped out the window! So you're
Yes,
outside.
that is quite unpleasant, madame. Anyway, here is your $60 wheel of cheese.
I was
$50.99 check.
That's exactly where I was going to go. I was going to make it $51. So you're outside of the restaurant, windows shattered. Now that I think about it, she has to pay for the window as well now. So that $50 wouldn't even cover the $50 wheel of cheese. If we're being realistic, which we're not, it's wine or cheese, so the window doesn't matter. So you're outside the restaurant. The owner runs around to the side of the building and starts screaming at you. On the corn puff. That's all you can make out. That's the only thing you can hear.
Uh-huh.
Do you run or do you try to confront the man?
I confront the man for sure.
So you run. You start running as fast as you can away. He's frightened you beyond belief. And he was only 4 foot tall, but like you looked like a nice guy. I don't know why he decided to run.
This game.
I'm realizing that this is just me telling a story, and you might get to influence it, maybe. No, you go back up to the man. You talk to him. What are your first words to the owner?
I said, "Hey, man, what am I supposed to do? I ended up becoming conscious in the middle of a date that I didn't even remember starting, and it turns out all she does is sit around and watch TV. What do you expect me to do, man?"
This calms him down. He's very mellow now.
As it would, yeah.
Yeah, because if you give an angry person a calm response, it'll make them feel like a jerk for being more angry than you, and so that'll mess with their ego. So they'll calm down too. That's the science behind it. Look it up. And so there you are. You're standing in front of the call manager. Manager's like really zen now. He's like, "I don't even remember why I was mad at you, man." You like just turn around. He goes back inside, and so like you do a little fist pumping celebration. Like you're pretty excited about that. Like just like think of Napoleon Dynamite if you're a viewer at home.
I know the exact scene you're talking about.
Yes. So like you go back to your car. You get in the car.
I don't drive towards the woods. That's for dang sure. I drive where there's not woods.
So you got two options. This is a diner in the middle of the woods, by the way. So you got two options. You can turn right towards your home, or you can turn left. Something might be down that road.
Let's see. It's probably about 5:45 in the morning, so I turn left.
You have something to do today? So you turn left going out of the road.
I assume I was going to work or something.
All right, we'll go to work. All right, so do you want to pick your occupation, or you want me to pick it for you? You don't have an option in this, but do you want to influence the story?
All right, think of 6 jobs, or maybe 3.
Think of sex jobs. Okay, you got
That's
it.
what I heard him say, and it took me a little while to like backtrack it.
All right, well, whatever. Think of a number of jobs, and I'll pick a number.
69 jobs.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, 69.
58.
All right, so you're a janitor at a high school. I only thought of one. So we're going down the road towards the high school. You get to the high school, you go in the high school, you go into your closet. Many assorted like cleaning utensils to your disposal. When does school normally start in reality?
Actually,
like this is a
probably
real
about
question.
6.
That's 6. You're on time for your job. I guess you don't have to be on time for your job because there's no mess right off the crack of the bat.
Right, so maybe I'm late.
I think you're early, actually.
Well, unless the cleaning didn't get done.
The principal calls you into the office.
The principal.
The principal himself.
I guess I would answer
Mr.
that.
Andrews calls you into the office. He points at the security camera hanging on the wall. There's vomit all over the gymnasium floor. He goes, corn puff. That's all you can make out as he's screaming at you across the 20-foot office. How do you respond to this?
Hey, man.
He mellows out. It's like, I don't even remember why I'm mad at you, man. He looks up at the monitor. Dang it. Ken? He like walks out of the office and you see him like immediately, as soon as that door closes, he walks into the gymnasium and he starts mopping up the mess himself.
That's right.
You sit there with your arms folded, nodding. You go, yeah.
I am the principal.
You sit down behind the desk and you flip the little triangle nameplate and it has your name on it. You sit back, you kick up your legs, and you're like, wow, this is the life. Janitor to principal in the matter of moments, just because I was a cool person. There's morals in this story that a lot of Karens should listen to. And so there you are, you're kicking back, you're sitting back, you're chillaxing all cool and all. People are shooting basketballs outside the school, like with bullets, like, you know, like literally shooting the basketballs. Like, they were making some trouble. There's a couple guys out there. They were making trouble in your neighborhood, if you can believe that. So you go outside to try to this is your school now. You have to deal with this. Nobody else needs to deal with it. You're the principal.
All right, yeah, I'm in charge now.
Yeah, you're in charge. You got the big boy pants on. You're not wearing those shorts that you had moments ago to get that free meal. And so you're outside. You're looking at the guys outside your school, you know, making trouble in your neighborhood. And so you go up to them, you know, and you go, and the guy goes, listen, man. And you calm down a little bit, but you remember how you got your position and you go back into your blind rage state. There's 3 men in front of you, all of them black guys. They have +3 perception. They know what's going on.
And they're armed.
They have 2 of them. Yes, they're armed. I don't know why you'd insinuate that the black kids didn't have arms. That's kind of racist. But
it's not racist.
Well, what is it then?
It's ableist.
It's ableist. Thank you.
What?
So,
no. Do they have guns?
No, they don't have. Yes, they do. Well,
shooting basketballs.
You know, if you have a factual statement to make, you're supposed to keep it to yourself when we play wine or cheese.
All right, fine. They don't have guns.
They don't, but they got 2 arms. So, like, you know, how they were shooting these basketballs is beyond you. So you're out there, you're in a heated debate with them. You're not letting up. You're putting your foot down. They're not even like, they're 25-year-old like people. Like they're in college. They're like frat dudes, not fat dudes school. With an R. They're frat dudes. Yeah, they're out of high school. They're shooting basketballs. How they're there, why they're there, you at home can play along with us. And it's you know, I'll let you have that one. But so you're out there, you're with the guys, you're trying to level with them. You're 12 years older than them. Like it's not even like they could be your kids if the timing was right. Could they be? They couldn't be your kids if the timing was even right. So you can't even relate to them because of how, you know, young they are. And so you're trying to calm them down. They're trying to calm you down. You know, you're both having a heated debate. It's a very hot morning. It's 6 a.m. What are they doing at your school? These questions resonate inside of you. I'm trying to segue you into like an answer of what you're going to tell them. What are you going to tell them?
So they were shooting basketballs somehow.
Yeah.
And they were exploding, presumably.
Yes.
I'm like,
well, they're going flat. You got to get new basketballs though, so it's still school property.
It's like, so I say, hey guys, I will let you come out to my house tonight, and you can shoot basketballs there, but please don't shoot them on the school property.
They hit you in the face.
What?
The main guy does. Like, nah, man, you ain't nothing. I think we should rough this guy up. I don't know. Like, I've never been in this situation before. So that's what they do. And so now you have two options. You can either let them finish destroying your basketballs, or you can punch back. I mean, they're old enough. It's not illegal. They're not kids. It's just two guys having a disagreement.
Well, all right. I put up. I prepare for battle.
All right. How do you do that? Walk me through this process.
So I kind of stand up and get into an awkward stance.
You were sitting before?
Didn't they knock me down?
No, they just punched you.
Oh, I pictured being knocked over.
Okay, so you stand back up.
Yeah.
You into a stance.
An awkward stance.
An awkward, like a drunken sailor kind of thing, like Jar Jar Binks in the Droid Attack kind of thing.
Like uncoordinated, unathletic type stance.
An
like
athletic.
I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, like the Affleck duck.
Yeah. Okay.
And so then I say,
yeah.
This, like, I'm gonna win.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I was trying to think of a pun on the word principal. But I couldn't think
Principal these nuts, and he bop him in the nose.
Doesn't work.
Your mom shows up. She's scared.
Mom.
She says, "That's it. You're going to live with your uncle and aunt in Bel Air." And she takes you. She puts you in the cab.
Did you not know that's what he was referencing, Scott?
No! Really? Oh, this is glorious. This is the best wine or cheese. So you're on the plane, and you're sipping orange juice.
But yeah.
You're sipping orange juice out of a champagne glass, like on the way there. You're thinking, wow, if this is what life's going to be like from now on, this is pretty nice. And so, you know...
You should be ashamed.
Hang on, we're wrapping this up.
Oh no!
And so I haven't given you a whole lot of options this playthrough, have I?
That's okay. You got to get your Prince of Bel Air joke in. Far be it from me
Principal of Bel Air. All right.
Excuse me.
That was the running bit the whole time. I'm just gonna spill it out. And so you get off the plane and you call for the taxi. When the cab comes near, you see a little dice in the mirror. And you get in, you start driving towards your uncle and aunt's house, in Bel Air. And you look forward and you ask, like, what kind of music do you like?
What? I ask him or he asked me?
No, you're asking him to like turn on music. What kind of music do you want on?
Oh, like EDM.
House music? Like just rave?
Yeah.
Yeah, so all right,
like
so
dance music, yeah.
He turns on Rah Rah Rasputin.
That's the best EDM song of the decade.
Right next to the best Italian dish, quesadillas.
Yeah.
Quesadilla these nuts. Anyway, so he turns around to you and he goes, "Grah," and all of these memories come flooding back into you in your past 5 minutes. The license plate said bear, and the dice in the mirror had bear faces on it. You didn't even recognize this on the way in, and your stomach sinks to your heart, or the other way. And so and so like you're just sitting there petrified. How you haven't crashed yet, beyond you. What do you do? You're sitting there, you're in the cab, you got a choice to make.
So you said all my memories come flooding back.
Yeah.
Like just the ones you said or more?
Do you want there to be more?
Yeah, make them more memories come flooding back. Which ones come back?
The guys at the school were bears. The waiter at the beginning of the story was a bear. The girl was a bear. You didn't even realize it until like this very moment. It's crazy. Like,
this is so contrived.
The only person that you can think of that wasn't a bear was the principal that you took his spot of. And you realized in that moment you just kicked your dad out of a job.
My what?
Your dad. The guy. Your dad.
Why would I assume? Why would he be my father?
He got you the janitor. You don't remember? He got you the janitor job.
No, I don't remember.
It's all coming back to you. Your dad's the principal. He got you the janitor job. You're 35 years old, working at a
Sent me to Bel Air.
Your mom was there. You got in one fight. She was afraid, you know. You got one little fight and your mom got bared. Like, what are you gonna do? The car's not going that fast, by the way.
All right. So can I speak bear?
Sure.
So in bear language.
Yeah.
I ask him how much further, I guess, till my uncle's house.
You really let me down on this one, Scott.
Did I?
Really
I don't know
did.
if this is based off of that Will Smith show. I don't know the theme song.
It's not. It's the only running bit this bit has had. I was hoping for a listen, man. So the bear looks back to you and in a human voice. He goes, "About 20 minutes."
All right, thank you.
He like turns back around. This whole time he's been staring at you while driving 40, 50 mile an hour down a highway. Doesn't wreck. Very adamant bear about getting you to the location. And so whenever you arrive at the location, you get out of the cab. Well, what do you want to do? What do you want? You get there. What do you want? What's your course of action?
I'm so lost in this story.
You're at a mansion in Bel Air. I can set the premise a little bit better. So you're at your aunts and uncles. They have a daughter. They have a son. So they're there.
Wow.
So you pull up through the gates. You go up to the little like porch area, and there you sit in the cab. The bear, doesn't really say anything. He's just waiting for you to get out. And
all right, I'll just say, all right, you're getting 5-star on Uber or whatever. I've never taken an Uber. Then I go inside.
It's a cab. So
well,
you still haven't taken an Uber.
So I guess I've never taken a cab either. Do I just pay him?
Yeah.
All right, I pay the bear.
How much?
The amount on the receipt.
All right. Checks out. He speeds off. He's upset you didn't give him a tip.
All right. I guess I walk inside.
A tranquilizer sticks you in the calf as soon as you take the first step on the porch. You look back the direction it came. It's the girl from the beginning of the story. How dare you walk off on me in our date?
Well, dear, you're certainly not improving our relationship by tranquilizing me.
Oh, yeah, see what you say when you wake up. And so you fall on the porch, concrete porch. She I don't know what she does.
She takes me back to her kingdom.
Her kingdom?
Where she lives in a bear kingdom, and she was an adopted daughter of the chief. I guess it's not a kingdom if there's a chief.
So they return.
Whatever, end the story.
They return to the palace. Her mom and dad are distraught. They thought she was kidnapped this whole time. Like, oh, thank goodness, she's finally back. Oh, and she brought a gift. She drags you in on a chain around your neck. You're still unconscious. So she's just dragging you behind her. She like throws you down to the porch and she says, he took me away. It was his fault. And so When you wake up, you look around. You don't know where you're at. You're in the middle of the only thing you can see is straight down, and it's stone. And so, you look up. You look around. There's a lot of bears around. Like you would think this is a bear kingdom if you weren't mistaken. You've been to a few of these before. You know how they go. They really don't like people. So you're looking around, and what would you like to see? What would you like to check for? What would you like to do? Pick whatever. Literally anything.
All right, cut this out. I feel like this should have ended whenever I was on the porch, and I shouldn't have continued this. We're losing some momentum here.
Nope, we're still going strong.
All right.
It's been an hour almost.
I know.
So you're sitting there, you're looking at stone. You can see bears around.
Where is what's her what? Where is the princess or whatever?
You look off to your left, and you can see her standing on a podium with her mom and dad, shouting distance away.
So I go, "Hey, what gives?"
She just glares back at you, throws the wheel of cheese at you.
Oh, ow!
That's from my sister.
I don't know your sister.
Oh. So, you just hear from the crowd, "Yeah, that's from me." What else would you like to do? Would you literally anything? Just pick it. Just pick a thing.
What? Why would you kidnap me?
She can't. She's not saying nothing to you anymore. She's upset. She's done with you.
Your Highness, please release me, and I will gather the finest honey.
I like the thought that you just think you're in shackles, but we'll continue. And so she doesn't respond to you either. She's sitting up there.
Wait,
not talking to you.
All right, go on.
That's the.
Oh. No, I was talking to the king that time, actually.
Okay, so he's not talking to you. He's just sitting there looking at you.
All right.
Glaring at you. All king-like.
So I just say to the room, "Why am I here?"
They all go "gruh" in unison.
Well, I speak bear. Can you translate, please?
Not this kind. I'm not allowed to say that on the podcast.
I don't know this dialect.
Yeah. Have you ever heard a Scottish person speak fluently? You don't understand what they're saying.
No.
All I heard was corn puff. I don't even know what that is.
So I get really upset.
Yeah.
And I start yelling at the room. Corn puff.
And so one guy steps forward and he goes, "Listen, man." Morgan Freeman voice. "Listen, man."
And I calm down immediately.
You calm down immediately. Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry I got upset, man, but what am I doing here?
He steps back in line and doesn't say another word.
Oh my God, Gabe, you're not giving me anything to work with. Just kill me.
Suddenly you hear the snap of a rope, and all of a sudden... And the person to the left of you had their head cut off. It was crazy. There was two of you here the whole time. You start sobbing, seeing another man die in front of you. You start weeping, begging them to kill you. But the king goes, "No. You will have to atone for what you've done first."
For leaving your daughter on a blind date?
They throw jelly at you and said, "Put that on your banana bread." And then they cut the rope. The guillotine falls down and cuts your head off. And that is the end of this episode's edition of Wine or Cheese.
Thank goodness.
So I thought that was pretty good.
Well, okay.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
Oh my gosh.
I think there's only one question to really, ask at a time like this.
That's an important question.
I would agree. I concur. I'd be opposite of being against you in this time of that, which is now.
Instead of responding to that, I'm going to say, hey, Luke, do you have any final thoughts?
If an apple a day keeps the doctor away, was Jonny Appleseed the most healthy or the least healthy person in history?
All right, bye.
Another valid question.
All right, I'm gonna go pee. I wanted to kill you like 4 different times during that. The right circumstances didn't come around.
I could feel it.
I was gonna kill you in the diner. That was the first option. It was gonna be a 5-minute bit.
That's why I said give me an insight check on the waiter, because I was assuming the waiter was gonna be a bear.
Yeah, the waiter was gonna be a bear. Whenever Scott was gonna leave without paying, I was gonna have the bear kill him. And then my follow-up was gonna be the manager. But then he went like, "Hey man," like all